apparently we're doing a yarn food. If I didn't knock it already over the floor, I got 2 bags of yarn from my friend. I could say she's in the Wisconsin area, and her name's Carol. I'm not going to say her last name. She's a nice lady. I hear she still knits, but boy, she must be a yarn stalker. I'm not saying that in a bad way, because she gives me a lot of yarn. My dad's room is like loaded with yarn, not all the way through the yarn wool, or if I could speak English, that'd be funny. Like the whole room isn't full of yarn, but the corner in Dad's room, if he saw that yarn, he'd tell me to get rid of it right now. If he was alive, he would yell about that. But it's okay to get yarn. It's like a good, clean drug you can get to. As I say, it's a joke. Okay, so I'm going to have to sort this out. I'm going to buy a container when I go to Knit Club tomorrow on the 17th. Today's the 16th of September. I did my food haul last week, so now we're doing a yarn haul. Some of these got labels and some of them don't. This one is, oh, this is a wool one. I have to put this one in one of my sandwich bags. I get those cheap sandwich bags from the dollar store. And, I had a crumb in my mouth that I just ate there. Chicken pot pie, gluten-free. Got that out of the crock pot. Anyways, this is a wool yarn. It's, I can't remember here. Let's see. Yeah, it's called Cozy Wool Lane Duet, if I could even read right. That's a wool one, so I'll have to put that. And I get these little cheap freezer, well, not the freezer bag ones, but the big giant quart bags they have, and I put the wool in those ones because I can tell which ones I have that are wool. Like a bunch of the wools she gave me, I could tell the acrylics. This is obviously an acrylic. Holy cow, it looks like a broom. All I need to do is put a stick on here and I could be a witch. I say that as a joke. Some of these I'm just hoping I'm not mixing wool with something else. And I think this is an acrylic. If it's not, then it shrinks. I know it was wool then. I'm trying to keep the wool separately, otherwise I have to do that burn test. This must be another acrylic one, same color, whatever the color is. It's like a tan. And we got some bulky yarn here, because I can't tell with the without the labels. I'm not sure if she goes to a thrift store or what and gets these. Ooh, this is a cool yarn. This one's a really big one. This one's, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a picture, because sometimes with Google search I can't tell what the yarns are. Like the colors, I went to Walmart and I couldn't find out what those colors were, and I put down no, not at Walmart, so I put the last of its kind because I don't know if it's a seasonal color. But this one's really big. This one I think I could identify with the Google search thing. Actually, I'm gonna put that one right here so I can identify it. I don't know if it's a wool or not. Oh, another one came with a label. Mexicana. It's like a rainbow yarn. Some of these got labels, some of them don't, obviously. I'm just hoping none of these are wool and I'm mixing them up, but I assume they're acrylic by the way they feel. They're just leftover yarns. Some of them are leftover. I don't know if she gets these from thrift stores or these are yarns she's not using. I think she still knits though. And another, I think that's acrylic. I'm not sure if it's wool, but if it's wool, I think she would have put it in a wool thing so I could tell the difference. If I can't, then I'd have to test it by washing a piece or something. Then I would tell if it was wool or not. That's probably the only other test, because that burn test I had a hard time with, to cut the story short. And another bulky one. I could take a picture of this one. I think this one might actually exist on Google too, because it's really big. It's got some hair in it. I think this is a Mexicana yarn too, because this looks like the same one I just pulled out of there, so I can identify that color. And I got a piece of paper in here. I can read her name in cursive. That's a shocker, Carol. I can read that. But that's good. I think this might be a cotton. I'm not sure what color this is, but I think I can identify some of these on Google, because Google won't identify them if they're old sometime, and it's hard to tell. Oh, there's another one the same color. Again, it's rolled into a cake, so I have to roll that one into a cake. I might have to get another container. She's giving me a lot of yarn. Not that that's a problem when I say it. I'll have extra yarn. I'll never run out. I bought 2 skeins from Ironwood not too long ago, and yeah. So, assuming this is another acrylic, but if I can't tell what they are, I can maybe knit or crochet a small swatch, and then I can test them. Which ones dry faster? I can tell if they're wool then. I assume that's another acrylic. Some of these could be worse than weight, and I wouldn't know. I wish they come with their original packaging. There's another acrylic. I'm assuming that's an acrylic. That one will go in my scrap pile, I think. I think this is another acrylic. Some of these are really small. Holy cow. It's got to be an acrylic, I'm assuming. I'm not professional at telling what it is. The burn test can do it sometimes, but then you gotta concentrate really good on that. I think just taking them and making a small swatch of it and then testing whatever dries to almost nothing, then you know it's wool. Otherwise, oh, this one's an interesting one. It's kind of rolled into a kit. It looks like a bun, like a cinnamon bun type thing. Alright, and these are 2 small garbage bags. I'm glad they're not those giant black bags I got last time. That was like, oh my god. If I ever passed away, they just have to worry about crocheting a casket and save some money. So I got lots of yarns, and I got lots of H hooks, I hooks, because I lost the hook and I bought another one. I'm a happy hooker, I guess, because I can buy too many hooks. And we got some more mixed small balls. I'm going to have to put that in a scrap pile one. Yeah. Look at that big one down here. Some of these got ends that need to be wound up. I'll have to do that a little bit later. Ooh, there's 3 more left in here. Come on, come on. Come on, don't fight. Alright. One's kind of a pinkish purple. And this one, these 2 are like purple. And they're going to be a little bit tangled for a little bit. I'll fix that later. Throw that over there. Oh, thank God this one comes with, this one's a big bag of fluffy yarn. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. And if I can't read the yarn, I will spell it and you can read it, because I can't read that well sometimes. I grew up with that problem. I don't know if it's ADHD or the diabetes, whichever it is. It's a learning disability. I think attention disorder is what I was told it was, but I think it's a learning disability. Fuzzy yarn like that. Hopefully you saw that without it glooming out. Alright, and it looks like there's actually a flippin' thing in here, thank God. I'll probably keep this in the bag, because if I know what the yarn is with the label, I can tell what it is. Okay, it is a Karen Bulky Boucle. I think it's called Boucle. It's B-O-U-C-L-E. Alright. So I'll keep that one in the bag, and I'll put that in the basement, because I've been having to put the... I put the yarn I don't know what to do with in the basement until I figure it out. So I'm not going to work with yarn and it shrinks or something, and then I can't figure out what it is. You know, I don't want to ruin the yarn. Even I don't care if it's used or new. If I like the yarn and if I ruin it, I'm going to really bite myself in the butt for that one, because, you know, I worked so hard on the project. That's why I'm trying not to ruin my projects either. So I worked very, very hard on them. And most of you yarn artists understand that. Oh boy, this one's big. This one's kind of big too. I think I might be able to identify this one too. So this one's really bulky, whatever it is. Some of these I'm going to try and Google search them if I can with the picture. Sometimes it doesn't work. It told me one of the red hearts was the wrong color. That's why I had to decipher them differently. Whatever I can find at Walmart. If I can't find that color at Walmart, I'm just going to put down the last of its kind until I get a label, and then I'm going to eventually knit swatches. Originally I was just going to keep it with the holes like I showed you. But I'm going to maybe make a swatch, put down last of its kind, this is the color. So if somebody wanted to make an order, I got an order still for a phone case, but I'm going to make it like a purse strap, so we'll see when that gets done. I'm thinking of just making it, writing a note, don't finish this off until you get the actual size, then I can just make the extra part of the strap and I wouldn't have to work so hard. I'm almost done with the other project. I might show it if I get it done tonight, I'm sure I will. This one is pretty fuzzy, so I'm going to put that over here because I think I might be able to identify that one. I'm assuming this is another, hopefully, I'm not sure if this is a wool or not. Kind of iffy on that one. We'll see. Make a small swatch, and if it shrinks to nothing, you know what's wrong. Some of these don't have labels on it. That's the part that sucks. I don't hate the woman or nothing. There's another one with her name on it. This was the old yarn she didn't want to use anymore. Big Twist acrylic. Well, we know that's acrylic because of that. The Big Twist. Sounds like a shark movie in my book. More yarn. It's a mustard color. That used to be my evil mother's favorite color. I say evil because she's a narcissist, and I found that out in 2022. Because of how they treat their children, and yeah, she stole from me, did all this bad stuff. Evil woman. If she passed away, I'm sorry to say it. I probably wouldn't cry. I'm sorry to say that. My brother said they probably wouldn't either. She was a bad mother. And I'm sorry if people have to hear me say that. I'm not trying to be evil or a hateful person. It's just, that woman was evil. She tried robbing me when she came up here in 2021. She snuck out of the house. She made herself cry. My sugars were going up. I couldn't control them. Anyway, sorry about the complaining in the middle. It's just, I'm just saying that because it bothered me. Actually, that's a strand. I can throw that away. More bulky yarn. I think I might be able to identify that one. I'm going to put it right next to my computer. I'm not trying to burn up my computer or nothing. Yay, another one that came with a label. Thank God. Oh, this is one I haven't heard of in a while. I've actually had a few of these, and they're the Lion brand homespun yarns. I haven't had homespun. I don't remember if I got any of the yarn that she gave me, and it was homespun, and I think I did, but I forgot what it was. But homespun is one of my favorite yarns. I didn't get, like, a stockpile of it, but I think I still have some homespun yarns. I think she actually gave me some of these, too. I think. I'm going to have to decipher some of these. Oh, here's another one. Just like that green one I had. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, I can't afford good. Okay, here's a red version of that bulky yarn. I think I can identify the bulky yarn maybe on the internet. I'm going to try that. I'm just going to take pictures with my phone and hope for the best. So I just don't want to make a project and then it gets ruined. I'll get pissed off about that. Oh, great. What's this? I can't tell what it is. Wool-like loops and threads. Never heard of this one. Never even knew this one existed. It says wool-likes. It's a tan yarn. I don't know if it's wool or not. Let's see. Decipher it, maybe? If I can, I can't. Made in China. It says wool-likes, so I'm not sure if that means it's wool or not. I guess because it says wool-like, it might be wool, so I'm going to Google that one, I guess, because I don't know. It's not telling me if it's wool or not. Yep, another one of those red, bulky ones. Not a bad thing. I've been piling a little bit on bulky for scarves and stuff. I also put 2 strands of regular yarn when I do my knitting loom, like those nifty knitters they used to sell. I bought a backup purple one, but I don't think they sell those anymore, which sucks. They sell those boy ones with the pins pop out way worse than the nifty knitter ones did. And because sure, I like to make scarves with that because it's really quick and easy. I made one for a friend, and she paid $28 for it. I used to charge $9 for it because I didn't know what to charge for them. But anyways, here's another red one. I'm just going to keep that one in that pile. Oh joy, another one. I think it's, yeah, it's the same color too. Here's that homespun one I already showed. There's another one. That's good. And if I don't know how to identify yarns, I will eventually one day, I guess. I just wish they come with a thing. Otherwise, I'm going to just knit and, you know, wash them in a mesh bag and dry them, and the ones that shrink the worst, I think, would be the wool, and if the wool usually shrinks into nothing. Anyways, here's another one of those bulky, fluffy looking yarns, and this one's like a blue, white, brownish gray type thing. That's kind of cool though, nothing against it. I don't like to complain, it's just, well, really, I don't like complaining, even though I'm sorry, I do it sometimes in my food haul videos, but that just happens. But anyways, to cut the starter, another red one. These ones are going to probably be good for scarves, I'm guessing. These ones look familiar, though. But they look a little more bulkier than the ones, kind of like those homespun ones. Only, I can't remember what they were called. I think that might actually be homespun, but I'm not sure. I guess the computer, Googling it on the computer. Oh, this one's cool. I think I already had. I don't know if I had this one or not. This one looks familiar. I say because of the texture in this one. It looks familiar to me. I think I might actually have that one in my stockpile, but that might be another version of it. So this yarn lady must be my yarn stacker for sure. Oh, I guess I was right. Those are flipping homespun. Thick and quick is what it is. This is the same one, only white form. This will tell me what it is. It's 88% acrylic and polyester, so then I know what these yarns are. But I gotta figure out what those colors are, though. This is the same yarn I showed in those other colors. So this is homespun. So now we know what it is. I'm keeping the label next to it so I know what they are. Got to identify a bunch that I couldn't identify. Uh-oh. And I say that in a good way. This one's really fluffy. This might actually be wool. I'm not sure if this is wool. It could be. Feels like a crystal ball. I'm going to put that on the side. We'll see if we can identify it. I'm stuck Googling what I don't know, and hopefully that's still on there, even if it's discontinued. That's the only thing that I get mad about that yarn is if it's discontinued, you'll never see it again, kind of like they did the fancy fur I always complain about. That's my favorite one. I still have 2 balls of it I never use, but I'm just deciphering what to use. If anyone says, I want a project with that, I'll say I can't make it. Nobody has it anymore. And I think that's another one of those Lion brand homespun ones, only it's a smaller one. Yeah. This might actually be a wool. I think this one actually is a wool. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong. It's got a lot of flakes on it. Hair, fur, or whatever you want to call it. I think this one might actually be a wool, judging from how it feels. This is kind of rough, but I don't know if it's wool or I'm wrong. It's a brown one. I guess I could try and decipher that one. If I can't, then, like I said, I'm going to either knit or crochet a small swatch. I'll put the measurements down, and if it shrinks, we know it was wool. I'm going to write down if I put it in the washing in the dryer machine or whatever. This must be another one of those Lion brand ones. I don't know which one this would be. If it's the Christmas one or what it is. And I know winter's coming up. I don't like saying this. Still summer, kind of. Summer's already over, I guess, almost. The first day of fall is supposed to be on the 22nd. Like, the first day of winter is on November or something. That's a lie. Or December, and it's a lie because it comes earlier than that. Just cuts it short. Not looking forward to it. I could walk and crochet and knit with small projects, not big projects. You can do that in your basement. I would recommend doing outside. That's if you get really bored. And this one must be another one of those homespun ones. I'm putting it in the pile because I'm going to identify them eventually. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, aka the bottom. Okay. Another homespun. Yep, same color too, the brown one. Figure out what I'm doing with that yarn. Huh, I've heard of this stuff. I've heard of this one on the internet. It's Patton's Grace, but I've never really had this yarn. This might actually be Cardinal, that's the name of a bird. I used to think cardinal birds were red jays, and they're blue jays and red jays. That's what I thought. And let's see if I'm not sure what this yarn is. I think it might be a cotton. Yep, it's cotton. Okay, I'm gonna put that in my cotton drawer so I can tell what that one is. The mixed yarn, don't know what it is. Scrap yarn. If it's small, it's gonna be scrap yarn. I think this one might be acrylic. Alright. Last ball, it's got to be acrylic for sure. Alright, this one's got to be an acrylic too, I'm guessing. Alright, that's all the yarn from my friend Carol. I'm going to have to get another storage container. I'm probably just going to get one of those plastic zipper ones because I can't keep getting plastic containers. Okay, so I'll end up deciphering if I can speak anymore. So anyways, that's pretty cool. So I got my present today. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the little yarn haul. And I'll probably show, maybe I'll show the scarf, it's supposed to be a scarf that you wear, like for a dress scarf, but I've never made one before, so I'm making it from scratch, and I was kind of pissed off that something didn't turn out right in the beginning when I was trying to weave it. It's a 4-braid stitch one. I'll show it whenever it's done. It should be done tonight, I'm sure. If not, it'll be done tomorrow morning, so I'll film it, and I'll mention if it's still the same day or not, okay? Bye. Okay, I'm back. It's 9:06. It took a while to get this scarf done, so see if I can scoot back a little bit. This is a weird scarf I made. I just threw it together because I ended up combining crochet. I took loops. This is how it turned out. It's kind of a dress scarf to fancy scarf. It doesn't got tassels all the way down here, just 2 on each side. I just weaved them in here. You can see weaving over and under. People do that too. I've done that with a few scarves, so maybe this will be nice. Anyways, it turned out pretty nice looking. These right here are knitted. The only things knitted on here were these, what I made with a knitting loom kind of spool. They call it a spool, but you take the peg, you put the loops around the pegs, and I doubled it. So this took roughly 2 skeins of yarn, but it didn't complete the entire skeins, but I used mostly the skeins, and it was like $2.50 for both together. It was $1.25. It was from a first store, so I hope she likes it tomorrow. I'll show her after I go to Knit Club, as I call it. It's just a place I like to call Knit Crochet Club. It's just basically where you go to King Court in town, and you're basically, it's a place where people live, low-income people, and the old people are very nice there. And I'll be, maybe I'll make another video and talk about how much money I got for this. And it's, like, really nice looking. It's not supposed to tie around, but you can go like this, I guess, with it. I've never done a dress scarf, so this is just an example of what it looks like. I think she'll like it because it's not going to keep her warm. It's just to go with her dress, so I'm assuming it's not a really long scarf. This is my first scarf. Dress scarf, it's supposed to be. But I think it'll do good because when I put it around my neck, I could just crisscross it like this. And if she wants to put something to hold it closed, she can do that too. It's not going to keep her warm for neck for them, even though these are double stranded with 2 strands of yarn. So I had to make them so they would shape the things, and I had a frustration match. I had to take a walk today to get away from it. There's like all these little holes right here on the side of it. That's what the crochet hook I did. I marked one side and I had to pin them down so I couldn't make too much of a mess in the back, so the back didn't look too bad. But that's pretty much what it is. Maybe I'll make a video if I remember tomorrow on how much I got for this thing, because I don't know what to charge for it. I'm going to do this quick. I'm probably sweaty looking a little bit. I just got done with the walk. I'm trying to do this today. It's September 19th. I decided to do it today and not on a work day because I'm going to be kind of, I don't know if I'm going to be in a bad mood on that day, so I'm going to prevent that. Some people get in bad mood when people are lazy at your job because it's short. I still got my sack, or my string sack bag was pretty much, I think that's what I was calling this one before. And I still got my other bag. I've still got these items still. I hope they sell this time because this market's going to be on the 21st, so I'll be back to report what sold. I'll show the pictures. I'll say if it was good or bad. And I still got my watermelon colored bag. I tried really hard to get these things sold. You know, because I don't want to have to take them apart. That would really tick me off. Because I got enough yarn. I've been giving yarn like I showed in the beginning of the video on a different day. But otherwise, I got a Target bag, which I like to call the Target bag because it's got like a Target roughly on it. I almost hit the floor. I got the granny square bag. Of course, it looks like underwear. That's the funny part. I don't know why it looks like underwear to me, but that's just what I think. It kind of looks like a diaper, the bottom of a diaper, I think. I still got a tassel bag. This one I got online. I can't remember what the site was, but I put buttons on because it had no buttons on it. I'm not going to sew a zipper on something if it's plastic zippers all the time, because those can break. If you're not, like, if you go or too rough with them, kind of like if you were with a metal zipper, it could do the same thing. Like most metal ones, you have to unzip and zip pretty much. This one is a metal zipper, kind of roughly. I think it's fruit flies. I hate those. I got this one still. Got the bag that was supposed to be a basket, but apparently I call it the basket bag. It's pretty big, but we'll see if it sells. I just hope this stuff sells. Don't want to drop that on the floor with the dog fur. I just cleaned the floor not too long ago. She furs the floor up real badly, poor thing. She's out cold right now. This one I called the fun bag originally. I invented that one with that yarn. I think it's a Soho yarn. It's like a cotton yarn or something. Double Stitch Twins. They have this top for a bikini. I remember this one's a Double Stitch Twins one. I could remember some of them being Double Stitch Twins because I still remember which ones those are. That's kind of cool. Otherwise, I forgot the other people's names. Nothing against them when I said that. And then I got this one. I actually ended up cutting the straps and fixing it so it doesn't come apart, so to make it short, because this thing was way too long in the beginning. So it's a granny square mixed bag. And my scratch barrel bag, as I call it. So I got this, so hopefully these sell. I really, really hope to God they sell. Because I work really, really hard on these ones. And this is a top I was going for. It's like a shrug, I guess. But whoever wants to try it on, if it fits, it fits. We'll see if it works or fits somebody, hopefully. Because I really hate to take these patterns apart. And my, I can't forget what this bag's called. I think it's a bobble, well, it's not a bobble stitch, but basically it's some kind of stitch I called this. I invented it from scratch in 2019. I think that's when I got this one done. Yeah, but I posted that one. I used it on my Facebook page too. I still got my granny square bags. Like I said, I only used this one once just to show it off back when I was in Wisconsin with my crazy mom, we'll say. And then I ended up putting a top on it because it wasn't messed up. I could still sell this like it's brand new. It was just showing off for a day, and then I put it away and forgot about it. Of course, I got the other one. It's funny how you forget about granny squares and then you find them and do something with them like this, so that wasn't a bad idea. Because I hang it on my pants, loop on my pants, and I like take it like this, and I'll put it through the loop of my pants, I'll go inside out like this, and I'll tighten it. So because people steal money at your job, they warn you about that, and I make sure if I bring money, it stays in there, and if that bag moves, I know someone's touching my purse or my wallet on my hip. It's a good way to keep your stuff safe, like even if you're going out and you don't want somebody to grab your purse and you're worried about that. Safety precaution. And this bag never sold. I hope it sells this time. It really sucks it didn't sell. This one's kind of like this one does have a plastic zipper, sadly, because I can't always get a metal zipper for everything. Stuff is pricey, certain sites. But I did my best with this Even though it didn't sell, I hope it sells this time. It's kind of, I guess that could kind of pass for I don't remember if I put pockets in here. I think I did. Did I or not? Yeah, I put a pocket or so in here, put a couple pockets in here. This could almost be a school bag. If some kid wants it for a school bag, or just, I guess, a tote bag. It could be too. It's kind of like a school looking bag. Of course, everybody keeps thinking this bag is an owl. I guess it could pass with the nose as an owl beak, whatever nose, same thing. And but it is technically a turkey bag, I call it. But if it looks like an owl, call it an owl. I don't care as long as it sells. And I just looked at my Facebook Market, even though they keep telling me, I put things like this on there, and two people looked at it. So far, I'm trying to sell on Facebook Market, but the problem is every time I posted one of these pictures, I put unsold, and then automatically it says it's sold. So I'm trying to think if I should just type above it, say it's still available. I'm not going to do the mailing thing. If I did the mailing thing off there, I wouldn't do it through their site. I'd have to do it through my private page and say I'll do it through that. Just send me the money and then I'll send it out. Just give me your address and all that, because I wouldn't rob anybody. I would definitely send it out. I know that's number one as a seller. You've got to send the project out. I just don't want to get stuck paying their fees, even though it's a 5% or whatever somebody said. I just don't trust that, and I don't know if it charges you fees if you don't pay or whatever. So yeah, but so far this was the one that was being looked at, and it's like they're not sold. Somebody was asking me about macrame. They dropped something. Somebody was asking me about those macrame, if I'm butchering the name, macrame not bags. They hold those plant pot holders to cut the story short. I don't know what size she would want. I have cord for it, but I've never done it, but I will eventually do that too. So I'm trying to do that. I'm writing down things people want, but I didn't have, and see if I can make them. Like the scrubby should be easy, but I just gotta find the nylon netting. And here's another green one I got. And the one that didn't sell because that old lady said it was too expensive, but she doesn't appreciate handwork, and she's a knitter, no offense, so I was kind of mad at that woman at that one sale. But the flea market thing, I'm not trying to be a hateful person, I didn't like her comment. It was rude, because she said she used to that she says, oh, it's too expensive, like in a mean way. But yeah, my friend says, make sure to say it was nice meeting you anyways, so that you can make them feel guilty for what they said, not to hurt people's feelings, but I don't like it when people say mean things. I say mean things sometimes, I don't mean to, and I apologize for that, regardless. But yeah, and I got this one, it's kind of like a bee-themed one. The only problem with this one is this yarn right here, this sparkly yarn. I don't know what brand yarn. I know it's acrylic. My grandma gave it to me from Montana. My mom's stepmom, pretty much. She's a nice lady. And she basically got that for me, but the problem is it didn't come with a label, so I don't know if she'd remember what yarn it is, and I don't know if I have any of it left. If I could make more of those bags then, with that color tone. And of course, I still got the skull bag. This one was a really old one I made, but I'm glad. I think I finished that when I was 27 or 28, one of those two darn ages, we'll say. And there's the other one, the other granny square bag, and on the internet they sell for 40 bucks. So I'm just going to try and sell for 20. A lady online actually hinted to me when when I sold the neck scarf, excuse me if I farted. But anyways, oh yeah, I did. But anyways, to cut the story short, she said you take the yarn, so if you use 2 skeins of yarn, you times it by 3, and then you round it up to the next dollar, so you don't have to deal with the cents. That was an idea. It came up to 38, even though my friend gave me 40, but I didn't really know how to charge her. I was kind of confused because it was a different project too. I never made a dress scarf before, so I'm gonna make more of those, and I wrote down 38 is the price. But I know her. I wasn't robbing her or anything. I was confused what to do. So crafters do that. But if people give you a $2 tip, it's not a bad thing. Well, people are saying it's too expensive. And that one lady helped me, thank God. So I wrote down what she said, so I don't forget. Anyways, and here's the wool neck. It's kind of like a cowl. It's basically that cap. I can't remember that knotted scarf I said it was that one time. I keep forgetting what it's called. But it's technically like a cowl because of the way it's shaped. And here's a double stitch twins croc top. I can't remember why I made this one. I was kind of bored. I don't usually make too many tops because I'm not a clothes building person, but I'm going to try and see if I can change that skill, if that makes sense. And their gothic top, I actually chose the yarn myself. I don't know if I've ever explained this. I mixed yarns. I mixed black with the eyelash yarn, and I took some, I believe this is charcoal from what I remember, and I just made it I thought those were gothic colors, so I pretty much, I'm not gothic, but I know gothic colors a little bit when I look online. Nobody likes this one. My friend didn't like this one because it's Packer color, but whatever. I don't care. It's a nice bag. Got this on the back, that in the back. This is, I think, is a double. This one's actually, I think, a darn good yarn pattern, or I got the idea when I did one of their patterns, something like that. It's a cotton-based one, so hopefully this one sells too. I'm trying so hard to sell this stuff. I hear there's going to be more people at the like there was with the Maxwell, even though it was really hot. But this one, I'll get to be in the inside, and I won't have to bring a table. I'll have my clothes hanging rack to hang the rest of my stuff, obviously. And I'm writing down what sells. So as a seller, if you practice selling, write down what sold. Even if something didn't sell before, maybe it'll sell at the next festival in that year. You never know. It's just you're recording what people bought, what attracted them, the colors and focus. I try to remember the colors now. I'm trying to make a color palette. I'm probably going to knit the mixed colors and maybe knit some of the regular colors, that kind of thing. You know, it doesn't hurt to do that. Keep it in a folder. I got the bag I made on the knitting room. That wasn't too much time. I decided just to go 13 with that one because I didn't want to go too expensive with that one. And this is like a little bit of a market kind of looking bag, I guess you could say. This one I did from scratch. I shared the pattern on Darn Good Yarn's Facebook site. I didn't have a problem sharing that pattern. I'm not sharing every pattern because some people could lie and say it's theirs. You got to watch people. Not saying all people are evil, but some people do that. And that really gets people the right to sue you for doing that. Like if I stole someone's pattern, lied and said it was mine, that would make me like being a criminal right there. That's what I mean. Just saying. There's that other market bag. It's supposed to stretch when you stick things in it, but it doesn't stretch too much. It's a little thinner than the other one. It looks like it lost weight. Okay, now I don't remember if I showed this one, but what happened right here is I sewed down the star part around instead of just around it like I did. Because I thought if somebody grabs it like funny-wise and they grab the star instead of the holder and they got their hot coffee, I thought they might drop it. And I'm like, I think I'll sew this down. So it sticks out a little bit here, but I sewed the sides down just to make it a safe side. My friend told me in town you can get $5 for this, so I'm going to go $5 for this and practice sewing. And I decided to go $32 on this, or not 32. If I want to speak English, my $24 bag, this one took a little less time than that one. I think it was $4.56 or something. If I could speak English here. I meant to say it's $23. I decided to go for this one, just $1 less, because it doesn't got the circle top on it. You just got to pull it closed and then just open. It's a drawstring bag. This is a test seller. We'll see if this sells. People like the colors because it's the same color I showed you on my purse. Okay, and then my other fun bag I'd made one of these for my friend, and I didn't charge her anything. She didn't give me any money or anything. Same person that bought the dress scarf for me that I designed from scratch. I gave her one of these for free, and this one's like the double version of it. I just call it the fun bag because it was fun to make it. And then I got the double stitch twins. I think this is a sweater. I don't know what size, but I think this one was actually extra large for the size. I wrote the size on it. I think this is actually the extra large size. Alright. I'm going to move that one. It's getting too full. Because I got lots of stuff in these bags. That's why I'm trying to put them in containers so I don't keep dropping them on the floor. And if my camera shuts off, it's probably getting to the point where it's going to stop recording. So if I disappear, my camera's working. It's just kind of getting shorter filming time. Just a heads up. I think this is Bag O'Day Crochet's hat, if I remember correctly. A lot of people I wore it once, and that was it. I actually made a cheeseburger type hat with seeds on the top of the head that looks like buns. And this one right here is supposed to be a weave. It's weaved, it's got holes in it and stuff, but it's supposed to be for a phone case I made for my friend because she bought one for me. She gave me $15 for this. So I decided to try charging $15 for it. It didn't work, so I'm charging a little less for it, but I probably should just stick with $15. I'll probably just put that back on here before I forget. This one, my friend said it was worth $15. I think I accidentally wrote the wrong number. I'll just write that on there quick. Because that one might sell. So we'll see if that sells. And then I got the yarn I fell in love with, and it's obviously the Stitch Bird yarn. Somebody made a cowl out of it, and then it's discontinued. I hate when Lion Brand does that. Any company that does that, it's got my thumbs down respect on that, because it's really sad when it leaves. You know, you love the yarn, and then you're like, crap, it's gone. You're lucky if you can find it on eBay. You know, that kind of thing. This one I think was named Almond. I can remember the name of this yarn for some reason, but not this one. I think was Hunter Orange, and this one was Almond above it. So this was another hat that didn't sell. One of my hats, like I said, sold. It was that blue one I showed the picture on here. And then I got my cotton-based fingerless gloves. We'll see if they sell. If not, then I'll take them apart because I say cotton kills or something like that when it's cold out. That's what somebody told me. So we'll see if it sells or not. Everything there, okay. And I got the mixed colored hat. My friend doesn't like this hat. And I said, everybody has a taste in colors. If they don't like it, I'll take it apart and make a bag out of it. Or I can just put stitches on there and make a bag with that shape. The double stitch twin hat. I think this is a like a brim hat. I can't remember. I think it's got a name for it. I just keep forgetting it. The hat I made on a knitting loom. It's really, really loose looking, but I think an old person would wear it maybe. There's supposed to be a lot of people at the Greenland, which isn't far from Montanogin, but Greenland's supposed to have like a lot of people. So I hope to God they buy things. I hope a lot of this stuff gets sold. Otherwise, I gotta find a way to do it Facebook Market when I keep saying sold when I didn't sell it. This hat I made from scratch. But otherwise, if I make scratch pads, I have to type them like I did with the neck scarf. I did that too. So I took pictures of them. A lot of people like the colors. I get to show it to everybody, but a lot of people liked it. One person tried it on an Ed Club, and she loved it too. That was Cynthia, I think I mentioned. And here's another scarf. But basically, I think if I can't sell things on Facebook Market, I'm probably going to type on the top. If it says sold, I still have it. If it's sold, I'll put sold on the top. And if people want to make orders, like my last friend made an order for her sister-in-law wants the watermelon phone case I made, pretty much, and she wants a purse strap, and I'm going to charge an extra $1 for that. It holds my hooks, my hanging hooks and stuff, for hanging stuff. There's another hat. Ramble as I go. Surprised somebody killed Kenny phone case. I'm surprised that didn't sell. My brothers actually thought that was funny. My friend owes me $19 for his phone case, and his phone case is like that, but it's different when Kenny died. Different version of Kenny dying, but otherwise, he owes me money for that. I'm waiting until he pays me, and then he'll get it. It doesn't have a neck strap like the Tulley one didn't have one either, so some of them might not have them. That one I'm only going to charge $20 if there's no neck holder. But if there's a neck holder, then I will charge $25, and if it has to be purse, then I know $26. I'll just charge an extra $1. Anyways, there's another towel topper. Go crazy with the towel toppers. I actually learned if you sew the stitches in, unless you do yours differently. Like this one, I think it was Nastia or whatever her name was off YouTube. Can't say her name right. But she sewed them in. I sewed them in 6 towels instead of sewing in and then crocheting. I sewed them in 6 towels. Then all I had to do was crochet, and I went by it like easy. And there's my little bag. The little bag. That's technically where I got the sack bag idea with. This is how the circular on the bottom without the circle on the top. So that's why I chose to choose $1 less on that one. And blue and gray, someone told me was supposed to be a trend color. I don't know if I trust the trend color thing. Maybe I'll try some trend colors next time. But some people like the colors I choose. I know that. Well, so we'll see. And I just hope that Greenland, most of this stuff sells. You know, because I'm dying to sell all this stuff. Not like I'm dying, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to sell. And that bright bag, I guess if you were seen at night, like if you were crossing the road and somebody's car shined on this, I think that would be like a reflector for somebody. It's a shinier yarn. Is this a dazzle yarn? Yeah. We're almost done, yay. Okay, and of course, the retro lights, I think was the name of this color, and I think I said it in a different video, but whatever, but this one didn't sell either, but hopefully it does. I made a bigger bag so I could advertise. I think maybe I could get away with $34, because it was like, that one I showed you, it was a little bit bigger than the other one. I think I could get $34 for the bigger version of my purses. And some people think I bought it, some people, I'm like, no, I made it. And then I got this one that my neighbor wanted to buy, but didn't sell. I was originally priced this at $32. Since it didn't sell, I'm going to only go to $28. That's as low as I'm going. And this one's got like a stretchy strap, I guess you could say this is. And I point your finger to where I'm not flipping anybody off. But we'll see how the market goes. So yeah, like I said, I decided to do this on the 19th while my attitude's still good. I'm not trying to be mean on my videos. Sometimes I get a little pissy, and I apologize for that. It's just sometimes things get me mad. You know, you have those anger problems too, not just me. Anxiety sucks. But otherwise, I'll come back on the 21st after the market stuff is over. I'll say if it was good or bad, and then I'll show the videos of what, or the pictures on my video what sold. So far, I was only able to, the table fee was $10, and I got my $10 back. I only got $30, which really kind of sucks. A lot of people are trying to sell stuff, but anyways, I got a granny square bag sold at 2 o'clock. I ended up waiting till 2:05 till that sold, and later on this girl and her brother came back. She asked if I had frogs. I didn't make frogs, so I guess I'll make those next time at the Greenland festival I was at. And apparently, I was able to sell to her brother. Bought 2 cupcakes and 1 for her, so it was 2 for 10, so 6 a piece. Otherwise, it's 2 for 10. I said. So I got $30. It's better than nothing, I guess. I guess I'm at the post everything on Facebook Market, but I'm only going to be, you know, bringing them to town and selling them to people. I have to take the bus or whatever. It's just, I'm not mailing and getting charged fees and this and that. I don't know if you get charged fees for not selling on that site. I don't want to go through that. Because there's some sites, if you post things on there, they automatically don't sell or something. I think you have to get charged a fee, which is really stupid. I just don't like that, to cut the story short. So that's pretty much the next method. And then whenever the Christmas thing, even though I don't like talking about winter right now, but anyways, basically, we'll see if it sells around the Christmas, if there's going to even be one or not. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure when the fair, it's like a selling thing. I don't know if it's a fair or a selling thing. I think it's a selling thing. They do it for a couple weeks at Christmas, somewhere around there. I think they do it once or twice. We'll see when that is. Anyways, I'll come back with a video if whatever that is. I think it's in December. Okay, and have a good day.